Hello everybody, this is Katrina Cravy. I'm live in my office. For those of you who are just tuning in or going to be watching the replay later, I want to say a big thank you for watching this, and a big thank you for my dad for building the shelves and the things that I've got back here. If you don't know a little bit about me, I am an Emmy award-winning journalist. I'm glad that I won one Emmy, so I've got it back here just to show you. Who's just written a book about how to get on air and some insider secrets to get free publicity and attract the media. Thank you for the little thumbs up. And I'm going to be taking some questions today, but I know that there are a lot of people that came to the event at WCTC, which was in September, and the Town Bake event, which was just at the beginning of November. And you want to know if you're going to win the ebook, because I have it as an ebook. I also have it as an audio book, which, let me tell you, sitting or actually standing 7.5 hours in the audio booth, voicing my own book, basically reading this to you, and every time I made a mistake, they would just re-rack the audio, play it back in my ear, and then I would just pick it up and keep going. So it's about 2 hours and 40 minutes, and it's $35 on my website, but with the ebook combined, it comes down to $49, which I think is really good because you bundle it. You get the ebook that has the links to see some really great examples of good TV. So that's on there too, but that's what the people had applied for, put their business card in and all that. Lonnie, I want to say hi. Mark, good morning to you. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any questions too about what's going on or some information, I know a lot of people are like, Katrina, why did you ever leave Fox 6? People are still asking me that when they see me in person. And the thing is just to let you guys know a little bit about how this all happened, is I gave a speech to some women entrepreneurs, and I answered the one question that everyone always asked me, which was, how do you get on TV? Or how do I get on your show? Or how do I get into one of your stories? So I gave this talk, and the women lined up afterwards, and they were showing me their products and the things that they were doing, and I just love telling them how there's some easy ways to get the attention of the media. You just have to know what you need to do to basically give the little shiny hook for us to go, hey, yeah, I want to tell your story. So that's how this whole thing got started. Someone came up to me after that talk and said, you're sitting on a mountain of information and you've got to start writing this down. So 3 years ago, I started writing the book, got it all put together, and then decided, you know what? I want to take this out and talk and do more public speaking. Carla, good morning to you. Good to see you. So my business, what I'm doing right now is a lot of professional speaking. I'm an MC. I can moderate events. I have some of the skill sets of being the show host to keep everything moving and keep it going. The other thing I'm doing too is my speeches. I have 6 different keynote conversations is what I call them. You know, Katrina Cravy's keynote conversations. It rhymes. It's kind of cute. And I'm also doing customized speeches for corporations who want to do a little bit more with public service and customer service, because if you think about it, Contact 6 for all those years, I was the customer service person when the companies didn't have good customer service. I mean, if anyone's going to call a TV station to complain, your company didn't do so hot. So now I'm really trying to encourage people and do some motivational speaking. So that's one part of my business, is the professional speaker part. And then I'm also a publicity coach. So I've had clients, I have one-on-one coaching, and I do group coaching too. So if you have a marketing team that would really like to say, okay, let's get into the mindset of the media, Katrina's the one that can actually tell us what they want. That's something that I'm helping with. Kimmy, hello. Becky and Jamie, hi to you too. Tony, good to see you. Yes, I miss being on Fox 2, but I still have all my friends there, which is terrific. I actually just got done working out with Nicole Coughlin. I might still have the headband mark on here. I don't know. But yeah, it's good to still have all my friends. And of course, I'm on KLH on Wednesday and Friday mornings. I'm a guest on there from 7 to 9 on Wednesdays and Fridays. So if you still want to hear me be a little goofy and kind of crazy, that's a good way to do it. Hey, Lori, how's it going? Yes, customer service. We're very good at that. Lori was a past postal inspector that I used to interview a lot. So good to see you, Lori. I hope retirement's going well. So Ruben, good to see you. Thank you very much. And Stephanie, I appreciate everybody getting on board here. You know, learning so much new stuff about starting a business and how to do these Facebook Lives. And the fact that you got to talk for like 10 minutes before anybody gets on there, and then the replay later, and how all that works. But I know a lot of you are like, okay, is she going to do the drawing? Is she finally going to get to the business card for who's going to get the ebook and the audiobook? And I have 2 people to do that for today, because 2 people are going away with us. The WCTC event in September was a day after we made the announcement on Fox 6. And I got to say, it was a crowd of about 100 people, and mostly women. I think there were 3 guys. Those 3 guys got thrown under the bus, I think, only twice. But great group of women, and I just want to say thank you so much for coming to the event. Yes, I'm trying to rock the business. It's a lot more work than I expected. I wanted to get out there and just do public speaking and write the book, and then that would all be done. But now it's like, do you have an app for your mileage? And do you have the software to handle all the clients so nobody falls through the cracks? These are all the decisions I'm making now. When you go into a normal job, they're like, here's your email, here's your software, this is how you do it. And then when you're your own business owner, I know so many of you out there right now know that's like, okay, you have to choose everything yourself. So I'm trying to get all that together. So thank you for the positive words. I think we all need to pump each other up a little bit more every now and then. All right, so let's get to the WCTC. Going through, making sure that everyone knows that I did not lie about who got it, and that I'm not looking. And okay, let's make sure I can say your name. Elizabeth Weber from Cocoa Papery and Gifts. You are going to be getting the ebook and the audiobook bundle. And like I said, the audiobook, I will read you the book, and you'll have some, funny stories. It's always fun to sit in an audio booth and try to laugh at your own jokes, kind of like right now. But anyway, so there you go. Elizabeth Weber, you are the one that I will be getting your email off of this card and sending you the links immediately. Of course, if you're like, I was at the CTC thing and I didn't get the bundle, you can always go on KatrinaCravy.com, look under shop, and you're going to see all the different options that you can get for the book. Eventually, there's going to be video training and everything on there as well, but it got to do all those things to get it going, and, stuff takes time. Did you realize how long it takes to really start a business and get things going? I want everything to happen overnight, and I think that's what a lot of young people think too. It's like, oh, this is all just going to happen overnight. No, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to put this together. All right, so we got to get to Town Bank. I want to say a thank you to Town Bank. They were my first corporate sponsor of one of these events. It was great, and I had a lot of great people. In fact, I asked people on Cyber Monday if they would give me a review on Amazon, because the book is also on Amazon. And I put it out there, Cyber Monday deal. If you do it today and write a review, that I would give you a 15-minute coaching call. And I got to say that most of the people came from the and wrote the review right away. And I have 3 phone calls that I have to make today to make good on my 15-minute coaching call. So yeah, trying to get back to everybody. All right, was there any other questions that anyone has? Because some of the advice that I'm giving on my blog too is very good for you if you want to be notified and be an expert for the media. One of the things you should set up is Google Alerts. If you don't know about Google Alerts, just Google it, and it'll show you that you can put in keywords that will be like right in your wheelhouse of what you do. So let's say you're an accountant, or better yet, let's say you're somebody that handles gas prices, that kind of thing. So you need to put in those keywords so that when any kind of major news event is going on, the media, you're going to be alerted to those stories that might have a national significance or a local significance, and then you'll know, wow, well, maybe the media is looking for that today, and I know all about gas prices, and I can tell you why they're going up or down, and then you're going to be able to call the media and help out. So it's good to know those type of things, and that's some of the information that I'm giving on my blog post as well that you'll see on KatrinaCravy.com as well. Lachelle, good to see ya. Anybody have any major questions that they're like, okay, what can I do for my business? I will answer some stuff if you like. Did the price tag on the piece of wood behind you next to the Eiffel Tower, how much was it? Oh, it's not a price tag. Would you guys like to see my office a little bit before I get to the drawing? I'll get it for you. It's not a price tag. This was from Broadway Paper, and they showed us how to wrap gifts for the holidays. It's actually a very good idea because it's about finding the hook. Now, of course, not all of us know how to wrap gifts. Broadway Paper came in and did a contest with us on Studio A to see how we were wrapping gifts and to show us how to do it right and to make it look special. And when they made this little box for me and my little name tag, I thought, oh, that's kind of cute. So I put it in my office. So Marcus, thank you for the question. Marcus. So good. Yeah, so it's not a price tag. I'm not Minnie Pearl. This was just something that Broadway Paper did, and actually a very good example of how to get on TV because it's timely. You got to find something for your business that really matters for what the media is doing right now. And you have to think about the way society thinks. Holidays are one of those. Things that your business, it matters to you when the holiday comes around because of, and then do something like Broadway Paper did. What is my new business now, Laura? Laura, thank you for asking. I am a professional speaker and a publicity coach. So I'm emceeing, I'm moderating, and I'm doing keynote speeches for corporations that want a little pump up, want to know. In fact, I'm doing one about business scams next week for a travel company here in Wisconsin because they have a lot of different businesses like hotels coming in. And, unfortunately, businesses can get scammed too. So with my background, with helping to alert people to scams, it's one of the reasons that they hired me to come into their annual meeting. So my speaking engagements, and then I'm doing publicity coaching for one-on-one clients and for groups as well. If you have a marketing team that just needs a little professional development, a little fine-tuning, we're doing that as well. And I have a business manager who's handling a lot of the negotiations and taking care of things for me because I've really been blessed that so many people are calling and want to reach out. So thank you for that question. Chrissy, I miss you too. KLH, I'm on KLH on Wednesday and Friday mornings. So if you want to hear me being goofy, those are the mornings to listen in. Mike, let's say, like you have grasped the use of social media for the betterment of us all. Thank you, Mike. I don't know, the thing is about social media is you really have to figure out how it works. I'm learning a lot of stuff from some search engine optimization people that are telling me what they know about the best days to do it. Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, like today, are the prime time for people online. I always wonder if it's right before lunch on a Thursday that people are just getting a little more tired and like, I'm going to see what's going on Facebook right now. So those are things that they're telling me, the prime times of when you should post. And all of them have a little bit of a different analytic. So I always say Google it if you don't know like what's the best time to post on LinkedIn, what's the best time on Twitter. Those are things that I'm doing for my clients as well. In fact, I had a client yesterday where I went through her entire social media to see what she had out there, because when you actually go to traditional media and you say, hey, I'd like to be on your show, we're going to investigate you a little bit. We're going to try to find out if you've got the credentials. So one of the things I did for her was act like I'm in the media, and because I have been for years, and see, okay, what kind of information are you putting out there? Are your pictures good? Are you somebody that I think, yeah, you look like you could be on television? Or if you have been on television before, are those posts up on your website so I can see you interact with the host? Thank you for the hearts. I'm learning all about this little punch in the hearts and things too. Also, so that's one of the things that I'm doing for the clients, because it's not just about getting on the media. It's once you have written a killer email, which, by the way, if you go to my website on KatrinaCravy.com, there'll be a little pop-up. I know we all love those. But you get a template to show you how to write a killer email to the media. And it really is fast and simple. It takes you through the mindset of what we need, what the media needs to get in touch with you. So it's a great killer email to help the media be calling you instead of you calling them. But once you write that email, then the media is going to go check out all your social media. So that's something that I'm really helping clients with, is to look at what you're putting out there, take off the things that are not good, and put on the things that will attract us. Chrissy, you won the Real Milwaukee mug. Good. I'm glad. Finally, that's great. I'm glad you got that. I hope you still enjoy the show. I do. Sometimes I have them playing in the background just to keep in touch with what's going on and to know what they're laughing about. Yes, I'm liking my new job, Diane. Thank you very much. It's been really awesome. I mean, the one thing I said is I never realized how much work it was going to be. I think people think, oh, you start your own business, you're going to sit around eating bonbons for a while. That's not true. You're working harder than you've ever worked before. You're traveling all over the city to meet people, to make connections, to have partnerships with people. It's a lot of work, a lot of work. All right, so let's get to Town Bank drawing for the people that were there. Ooh, this is a big card. I don't know if that's fair. Is that fair? All right, twisting around, twisting around, twisting around. I'm not looking, and it goes to Thrive, Lori Kuhn. All right, Lori, so I will be emailing you back. I think I got an email from you yesterday, and there were so many people that were responding yesterday. It takes me a little while to get back to all the emails. But I will email you today, and I will make sure that you got the audio and the ebook. And then for all of you out there right now, I would love if you went to KatrinaCravy.com and sent in I'm asking for is just a first name and your email. And then that way you're going to be alerted. You're going to get the killer email template. Plus, you're also going to be on my mailing list for some tips and things that are coming out for people. Like one of the reasons that you need to tell your boss your great idea, even though you're afraid. Because think about it, there's probably a really good idea out there that's just hidden under some fear. So I'm going to be talking about confidence, how to boost your confidence, because I know if you're thinking about getting on TV, that takes a big leap of faith and a jump. And I'm going to give you some other tips on things that I'm learning about how to handle your social media, about how to be on the media, and to make your appearance even better. So my call to action today, which is what everyone needs to do at the end of these videos, is to go over to KatrinaCravy.com, give me your first name, your email. I promise I will not. Can you imagine if I did something wrong with your email? I would be really upset at my own self. I'd have to run after my own self. I would love that. So I appreciate keeping the banter going and having this conversation with you. And then my hope is that every Thursday at 11 o'clock, I'll have a little Q&A. Pam, thank you. Yes, the orange helps. Maybe I'll just wear the same shirt. Should I wear the same shirt every Thursday? 11 o'clock Q&A. So just trying to pass on a little wisdom. Thank you, Mike. I'm trying to help people out, and I would love it if you help me out too. All right, you guys have a terrific Thursday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.